Paramanand Ashok Pawar, working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department, NB Navle, Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I have completed my MTech in power system. Now I am having the total teaching experience of 8 years. Today we are studying one of the important topic of alternator, that is called as equivalent circuit of the alternator. Along with the equivalent circuit, we are dealing with different vector diagrams of a alternator. So let's start the topic. So the equivalent circuit and vector diagrams of an alternator. When an alternator is operating and no load, that is no load condition is that is rotor is rotating, energized, and stator is open circuited. That circuit diagram is shown above. So as shown in that particular diagram, this is the rotor circuit of the alternator and this is the stator circuit of alternator. So as we know that for the starting or the rotation of that particular rotating magnetic field, we want to get a DC supply source to the rotor circuit. Sometimes it is called as excitation circuit. So this is the rotor circuit which will be shown by the DC supply, that is called as exciter. So at the right hand side there is a stator circuit which will made up of the generated GMF, that is E0, the armature resistance, that is RA, and the XL is a leakage reactance. So this is the total diagram of three-phase alternator circuit when it is operated on a no load. So each phase is generate its voltage, that is E0, the resistance is RA, and the leakage reactance, that is called as XL. So from that particular diagram, the equivalent circuit per phase for no load is as shown. So this is the first diagram is for the three phase and the below diagram is for a single phase, in which JE0 is a generated EMF, RA is armature resistance, the XL is a leakage reactance, the XA is a fictitious reactance. So the combination of XL plus XA will give you the value of XS, where XS is called as a synchronous reactance of a alternator. So this is the equivalent circuit of an alternator on a load condition. So in this particular diagram, there is the connection of load is there. So the generated voltage, that is E0, the armature resistance, that is RA, the synchronous reactance, that is XS. So as we know that the generated voltage is E0 and supply voltage to the load is V. So this is the equivalent circuit of the alternator on a load condition. So as we know that there are different types of loads are there. So depending upon that particular load conditions, there are different vector diagrams for the alternator on a different condition. So as shown in figure, there is XS is equal to the synchronous reactance, the XL is a leakage reactance, the XA is a fictitious reactance. Therefore the XS is equal to XL plus XA. So this is the equivalent circuit of alternator on a load condition. So another important parameter in concern with alternator, that parameter is called as a synchronous impedance. So what do you mean by synchronous impedance? As we know that the fundamental concept of impedance is a resistance plus reactance. So in concern with alternator or a synchronous generator, there is a concept of synchronous impedance. When synchronous reactance, that is XS, combined with armature effective resistance, the quantity is obtained and that quantity is called as a synchronous impedance. Therefore ZS is equal to RE plus J into XS, where RE is equal to the armature effective resistance plus J is the imaginary part, that is in concern with a complex number, and XS is a synchronous reactance. So the synchronous impedance, that is ZS, is equal to RA plus JXS or RE plus JXS. Okay, so we'll start to discuss the different vector diagrams in concern with the equivalent circuit of an alternator. First of all, we'll deal with the vector diagram in concern with lagging power factor. The power factor that is cos phi is lagging. So the power factor cos phi is lagging means the voltage value, that is V, is basically the current of that particular alternator is lagging. So as shown in diagram, there is voltage V is taken as a reference phasor along OA, that is shown here, that is reference phasor that is shown here, that is 0 to OA. So the for lagging power factor cos phi, the direction of armature current IA lags behind V by a angle of phi along the OB, where OB is equal to IA, where OB is shown with the help of a different sizes or the parameter. So here is the explanation. Okay, so the voltage drop of armature resistance is IARA and represented by AC. So this will be represented by the AC. This will be the represented by the AC value. So this is the armature resistance with respect to current. So if leads IA by 90 degree reference to CD, it is down direction perpendicular to the CB. Therefore, the voltage drop in the synchronous impedance is given by the phasor, that is phasor is given by the equations, different equations, and that equation is very simple, that is IARA and IAXS. This is represented by A into D. So this is AD will be represented by, so this will be the represented by AD, that is ZS. So IARA and this is IAXS will give you the impedance, that is IAZS in that particular figure. The phasor OD represents generated EMF, that is generated EMF, that is AD represent the generated EMF. The magnitude of EA can be found from the right angle triangle, that is OGD. So consider there are different points are there. So the first point here is a G point, here is a F point. So for understanding the right angle triangle or the right angle triangle, that is called as O, that is simplest form, that is O, G and D. So this is O, this is G and this is D. So this is a fundamental starting of the vector diagram of that particular figure. So basically according to trigonometry, that is OD square is equal to OG square plus GD square. So this is given by the according to equation. So this will be shown with the help of this vector, that is J, basically OD is equal to JEA, that is JEA square is equal to OG is equal to OF. So here is O, here is F, here is G. So that is OFs plus FG whole bracket square plus GC plus CD, GC plus CD bracket square. So it is from the trigonometry. So as we know that for understanding of OF, we know the cosine angle is the adjacent divided by or cosine angle is the ratio of the adjacent to the hypotenuse. So according to trigonometry, the value of OF will give you V cos phi plus FG, that is FG is shown by the different value. These values are IARA bracket square plus similarly the value of GC. So the value of GC is starting from this is G, this is C. So it will be given from, that is VI sin phi according to trigonometry plus that is CD. CD is given by the value that is IA into XS. So all the bracket square. So it will give you the value of EA, that is square root of V cos phi plus IARA bracket square plus V sin phi plus IAXS square. So this is the EMF generated that from the equivalent circuit at a lagging power factor. So let's start the different vector diagram for a unity power factor. So in concern with similarly diagram is drawn for unity power factor, but as we know that for unity power factor the voltage and currents both are in phase. So for right angle triangle, that is OCD, so that right angle triangle, that is OCD, as we know that for the OCD there is OD square, that is OD square is equal to, that is OC square plus CD square. So for understanding of that, we are substituting the value of OD. So the OD is equal to EA, that is EA bracket square. We know the value of OC, that is OC is nothing but OA plus AC. So the value of OA is a V, the value of AC is a IARA bracket square, plus the value of CD is given by IAXS. So in that particular figure, the synchronous impedance is IAZS, which is a combination of IARA plus IAXS. So it will give you the value of generated voltage, that is EA is equal to square root of V plus IARA bracket square plus IAXS. So this is the vector diagram for understanding of alternator for unity power factor. So let's start the third vector diagram for the alternator in concern with leading power factor. So as we know that in that particular figure, the current is leading of the angle, that angle is called as phi. So in that particular figure, V is the voltage, and the current is with the help of angle, that is phi. So for sake of that, we want to draw the different constructions for the generated EMF. So the value of generated EMF, so this is a reference phasor, that is V, this is the phasor of current, this is generated voltage EA, this is for IRA drop, this is IXS drop. It will give you the impedance, that is IAZS drop. So for sake of understanding, we are dealing and we are finding the value of OD. So according to trigonometry or basic fundamental, the OD square is equal to OG. The OD square is equal to OG square plus GD square. So basically the value of the OG, that is value of OG square plus GD square will give you the value of OD, because we want to find out the value of, that is EA square. So the value of OG is OF, the value of OG is equal to OF plus FG bracket square plus GD bracket square. So for sake of understanding or to find out the value of GD, we want to subtract, that is from GC minus CD. So the value of total GC, so the value that is total GC minus CD will give you the value of GD. So substitute this value into that equation, we'll get the value, that is V cos phi plus IA RA square plus V sin phi minus IA XS bracket square. So it will give you the value of the generated EMF for a leading power factor, that is square root of V cos phi plus IA RA square plus V sin phi minus IA XS bracket square. So this is the value of generated EMF for leading power factor of a alternator. So in concern with that, we will conclude that this is the equivalent circuit and different vector diagrams for a alternator. So the basic fundamental concept in concern with the vector diagram of an alternator for generated EMF. So very important sign is there, one of the, for lagging power factor, the generated EMF which has the value, that is square root of V cos phi plus IA into RA bracket square plus V sin phi plus IA XS bracket square. So for lagging there is a sign change, that is plus IA XS, but in concern with leading power factor, the sign is V sin phi minus IA XS square. So this is very important thing in concern with the vector diagram of an alternator. So for leading power factor, the sign of Ia xs, that is minus, and for lagging power factor, the sign of Ia xs is plus. So take that sign while solving the problem. So this is the equivalent circuit and vector diagram of an alternator with a different load. For lagging load, the sign is plus. For leading load, the sign will be the minus. So that is the change of sign in concern with the alternator of a vector diagram.